got the diploma, went into the degree, did the degree,
Crazy.
did postgrad.
All right, bro. Welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Such short notice too. I think it was like 2 days ago.
2 days ago, I got the message. Can you make it? I'm like, I'm gone in 2.5 weeks to Abu Dhabi.
Are ya?
So it has to be before or after. And then came back. Can you do Thursday? Okay.
I love that. Oh, thank you so much for coming on such short notice. When Shai said that she'd booked you, she's like, honestly, he's the coolest dude. I hadn't really seen you, but then I looked up some of your content and what you'd done. And I was like, I hadn't seen you, but I'd seen your work, which is interesting. Like I'd seen it on socials, but I didn't know who you were, obviously.
Right.
But I'd seen your work. And then, like I said to you, as soon as I looked at it, I was like, this guy knows the people I know. And then, as I said, just off camera, you know, my good mate Rod, and those sorts of boys that work in. So it's cool to have you here. Thank you so much. This camera's looking at you, so you can give a little quick intro into who you are, so the crowd knows who you are and what you do.
Okay, cool. I'm Sunz, or most people know me as Coach Sunz, strength and conditioning coach for the All Whites, but probably every other athlete under the sun in NZ and around the world. Got my hand everywhere, so. Yeah, I've been heavily in the combat scene, which I think a lot of people may know me from. Yeah. So that's me. S&C, everything sport and performance. That's my jam.
That's cool, man. I love that. And I love how you say like everyone under the sun, and I want to dig into this a bit later and just some of the people that you've worked for and met. But before we get into that, like, let's go back. So take me back, because as I said off camera, like, you're obviously from South Africa. Tell me how you've come from South Africa to be sitting in fucking this podcast studio in Greenland, bro. Tell me that story.
You know, sometimes I think, how the hell am I here in NZ? I never thought I was leaving my neighborhood. I thought I'm going to bloody get married there, die there, end of story. Because, of course, I come from like a very low socioeconomic area in South Africa that, if we go way back, it was created during the apartheid time and the non-whites lived there, etc. When the Indians came over on the ship to work on the sugarcane fields, that's where they got planted there and like other areas. So fast forwarding there, heavily into sport, you know, Africa and sport is massive. My father, heavy into sport. He was, you know, boxing, gymnastics, athletics, and football.
Wow.
So I had big shoes to fill. So yes, I did the football, athletics, cricket, and volleyball. All at very high level. So I was just always training. Wanted to be a pro athlete. That was my jam. I said, you know what, could be a way out. But then I also had to be very good at school to get good grades to try and get into university to get the family out.
Yes, got it.
So being the youngest of 4 kids.
Got it.
I felt at a young age, it was my responsibility to have to get the family out of poverty. So I'm like, okay, I got to go to school. I got to be a smart motherfucker. I can't be dumb, right? Because if sport don't work, I need a fallback. Right? There always has to be a plan B. Sometimes plan B is making plan A work.
I love that. That's a fucking good motto.
You know? So I was doing that. And then it came to the late 90s. That there was this influx of Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Father's brother said, well, like, hey, why don't you he was here in NZ, why don't you come around for a job offer? And father's a builder. He came over in 2000. Plastered a house out in Henderson. They offered him a job straight away. They took our passports and gave us residency. I think, boom, just like that. Next thing we know, so when I was born, my father took out this like little policy, put money away so I could go to university.
Got it.
Because there's no study link or no government support to get you to university. Like sisters got accepted into university, but we didn't have money to put them into university. So you just go and work. So if you don't have money, you just got to find a way. So we had that. And when I finished school, that was going to be the money for me to go to university, because now I'm the one who gets everybody out. I finished my second last year of school, got to do my last year, which is when it goes out, we're going to go. Got a shipping container, packed everything into it. That money that was there for me to go to study, bought our tickets, paid for the shipping container or one way out of it, got into NZ, And then we're like, whoa. For me, I was going to America.
Yeah.
I knew nothing else. Like I was not educated in the world other than my world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know, I've never like went and had a flat white. I didn't know what a flat white was. So I'm leaving South Africa at 17 years old. Get here, NZ, go to Starbucks on Queen Street. Cousin goes, oh, what do you want? Go tell the girl. Looking at the board, I don't know what a mochaccino, I couldn't even pronounce it then.
Yeah.
Don't know what a flat white is. I'm like, so I asked her for, do you have coffee? This is in Starbucks. And she's looking at me. Is he? She goes, what do you mean? I go, I just want coffee. She goes, this is all coffee. I go, but do you have like instant coffee? What's instant coffee? Like,
yeah.
She goes, you mean like a flat white? I go, if that's what a coffee is,
yeah.
She doesn't know. I don't know this.
Yes.
Never been to a cafe before. So got that and I was like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then go to school, Auckland Grammar. I thought I could do my last year, which was year 13, but we do 12 years in South Africa.
Yeah.
So year 12, I came to do year 13. They said, nah, you're too young. You got to go to year 12. Cool. Done my year 12, start year 13. And then the second week of year 13, I left school because my father got $75 in his account. $75 and we got to pay rent. We got to buy food.
Yeah.
We got to survive.
Yeah.
So people don't realize, like, coming from South Africa, our money's not strong. We didn't have money.
Yeah.
We just wished and hoped. And my father was at 50 years. My mother was 45. For them to up and leave for the sake of us.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it, they must have been shit scared, but couldn't show us.
Yes, of course.
So we go there. I'm like, well, I got to leave school. I got to go do something. So I hit the building sites, $5 a day. I was getting paid for 10 and 12 hours on the laboring, just cleaning, working. Went straight 1 year, nonstop working. That $5 was like gold.
Crazy.
Did that, cut grass in Remuera, pick up inorganic stuff, fix it, go to, what is it? Cash converters?
Cash converters, yeah.
Get the money for that, doing everything. I told my parents, I can leave school. So this is the thing. They didn't know, but I said I could buy my way in. I said I can leave school and I can help y'all. Yeah. They go, no, but you got to go to university because now we're still living on that hope that I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
So I checked the websites. I'm like, okay, so I'm leaving school. So I have to start a certificate. I have to get into the diploma. Then I got to get into the degree. Then I got to do postgrad. So I can't do it. It's just a long route.
Yeah.
I said, I can go to uni. So I went and did a night course certificate. I said, my class is at night. But they don't know I'm working to bring money in.
Yeah.
Going to uni. Did that. Got into the full-time certificate after the part-time certificate. Did the full-time certificate while also working.
Yeah. Got
the diploma. Went into the degree. Did the degree.
Crazy.
Did postgrad. Now into sport.
So you got a full postgrad diploma.
Yeah.
From doing that. How long did that take? That must have been 8 years or something.
Yeah, it took me a long time.
Fuck. That says so much.
Yeah.
Like, no one does that.
Nah, like I knew I had to do that because I already committed to, like, I told them I can get into uni. So I was getting into uni.
Bro, that's so impressive. I'm so impressed. I've dropped out of uni twice.
Yeah.
That's so impressive. Like, that is so much work to work full time and go that route.
Yeah, and working on the construction site ain't easy. Carrying cement fiber sheets.
What was the degree? What did you do? Sports science.
Sports science degree,
okay, cool.
Yes.
Got it.
I started with physio and I wanted to go down the medicine route because I wanted to chase money.
Yeah.
I was
Makes
like,
sense.
Doctors earn big money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, that's where I need to be.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, no, that's not where I need to be because I'm too passionate about sport.
Yeah, okay.
I couldn't see myself stuck in a hospital or a clinic. And I was like, you know what, I need to. And sports science started getting light, early 2000s, mid 2000s. So I applied, got in, did that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And then people are like, oh, you're just going to be an overqualified personal trainer.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you so narrow in your thinking here? And that's what I found in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Very narrow thinking.
Absolutely.
Right? And they only want to shoot to, that's the ceiling. Cool. That's where we stop.
Yep.
No.
Everybody,
There's
bro.
no ceiling, brother.
Everybody.
There's no ceiling. You know, like everyone goes, Einstein was a genius. Well, he tried. That's why. You don't try.
Yeah.
How are you going to know if you don't try?
100%. It's like when I went to New York last year for 3 months to go try set up the office there. And it was like my brother's like, "You're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Bro, why wouldn't you do it?"
No.
Yeah.
You know, what's the worst? Like, people are scared to even ask people questions. You're either going to get told no.
Yep.
Cool. Ask a few people. It's like people say, "Oh, I can't find a job." Okay, did you apply? Brother, because I can go and get a job next week. I'll show you how to apply for a job.
Yeah.
There's a lot of jobs. You just got pride.
Yeah.
Your current situation, that's not your permanent.
Nah.
Right? Current situation is just setting you up for what's the next move.
Yeah.
But if you don't make this current situation 100,
Yeah.
how you expect to get a 100 in the next step?
Exactly.
You're going to put no effort and get it there. So going back to that, got into the degree. I was like, you know what? I need to open a performance gym.
Yep.
Because I figured out that if you're not a carded athlete, all this talent in South Auckland, because I started working in South Auckland, I'm like, there's raw talent here. But they're not getting picked up. I don't know, because their fathers don't drink with the coaches or don't go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
It is what it is. And
yeah.
so I'm like, whoa. And this was early 2000s. I'm like, okay, I need to open a gym. So my last year of my undergrad, I started planning a gym. Yeah. This is what I wanted to be like. So I'm planning, finding suppliers overseas while I'm still doing my final, which was my biggest year. Planned everything. Yeah. Got my business registered. Started it with $5,000. Borrowed another $5,000.
Yeah.
Went and sourced everything. Got a building on the North Shore, Wairau.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 390 square meters.
Yeah.
Got my friend who was architect.
Yeah.
I go, can you draw me like a graphic of what a gym wants to look like? And I want it to look like this.
Yeah.
Put it up and everyone goes, whoa, what is this? I go, that's going to be my gym. And this is where we're going to produce athletes and weapons. They go, oh, fuck off, Sunz.
Yeah.
And again, ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, fucking hell. Why are people like this?
Yeah.
Never knew the whole tall puppy thing. I just like, oh man, you are such limited thinkers.
Yep.
Got the gym opened. Carrying on, everyday people coming in. Had a football team come through.
Yep.
They played in the local Premier League.
Oh, cool.
They won. Okay, cool. Went to the next team. Took them from Div 1. They won, got promoted into the Premier League. Tom Abercrombie came through. Started doing a few things there. Israel Adesanya started coming through. Sprinters, track athletes, shot putters, all started coming through. Went and trained a Waikato team. They were outdoing themselves in terms of performance. And everyone was like, what is going on? Who is doing this? And it was me.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm not afraid to say it was me.
Yeah.
I was doing my jam.
Yeah.
I was working hard. So if you could see how I got myself to qualify in a degree, the long route I took,
100%.
I was not stopping.
No
so this was 2013. I opened it up, got into that, and I was like, you know what? I need a bigger space now.
Yeah.
So met my friend through Doug Viney, who's one of the owners of CKB.
Yep.
He introduced me to Mark Michaels, who had like the big CrossFit box in Lesmo section.
Yeah.
We went. I was like, we could run a high performance program here. Go there, start doing everybody in there. They started seeing me make videos and put on Instagram. Trainers started using their phones.
Yeah.
And I go, why weren't y'all using your phones?
Yeah.
They go, I don't want to look like a tryhard.
Yeah.
I go, okay, cool. Then always be in the back seat, brother.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're worried about what other people are thinking about because I got my camera out, I'm talking to my phone.
Yep.
Or because I'm setting my camera up and I'm filming myself coaching someone or I'm filming an athlete, then you're forever going to be in the dark. You have to move with times.
Absolutely.
You can't be Flintstone
100%.
in today.
100%.
You know what I mean?
You can't just be the best anymore. No. You have to show the world.
Right.
Like you can train all these good guys, but it doesn't mean shit. Unless the people know.
100%. And I'm not afraid to say, like, I will let you know who I'm training.
Yeah.
But I'm also know that what it does, the influence, because you know, the typical thing like goes, oh, well, The Rock does it, so I should do it.
Yeah.
I'm showing you what these pro athletes are doing, so you can do it too.
Yeah.
So I'm promoting myself at the same time.
Yep.
And 2013 was my first post.
Okay.
On
cool.
Instagram.
On Instagram. Yeah, love
2013. Didn't know what Instagram was. First of all, if we go all the way back to Bebo and High Five and stuff, I never knew what all that was.
Yeah.
I was so late to the party. Same with Instagram.
Yeah.
2013, and I got a photo of my two friends' bicep. No, they were arm wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, God, this could be a cool photo.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at my first post.
Yeah.
And
Is it
then,
that classic Arnold Schwarzenegger pose?
Yeah, that classic.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. And I slowly started learning.
Yeah.
And then I started watching videos online. I'm like, how do people get this stuff doing? And then I got friends going, you actually search that? I go, yeah, I need people. I need traffic. I need eyes on what I'm doing. I need to show the world what I'm doing. Because I always get asked the question, what do you want to do? I go, I want to be the boss of the world in SNC.
Yeah.
NZ, I clocked that.
Yeah.
I want to be the boss of the world. You know, I'm not saying like, oh, no one will ever be better than me. Of course there's someone better than me. Right? But I want to be the best.
Yep.
So I need to keep up with everything else that's happening.
Cool.
So I was like searching YouTube. I'm like, how do I get my videos? How do people, I saw somebody else's video go wild like that. I'm like, okay, I need to know what they did there.
Yeah.
And I go start doing research. Then I listen to different people. But then I go trial things.
Yeah.
And I started putting all of that up on the, people go, oh, so you put all your training up? I go, yeah. So everybody, a lot of the guys started doing it.
Yeah.
And it got now, it's very common to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now you've got to find new ways of making yourself stand out within the, common practice.
Yep.
The common practice, you got to say why I am the business, but you also just want to say, yeah, I am. Yep. Right? So, got into that. And then, the rest was history with everybody. All the athletes started coming through. Sonny Bill, Quade Cooper, England internationals.
And tell me about that journey. Because like for most people, they're going to go, but how do you get Sonny Bill?
Right.
Like how did that happen? Was it just, how did he come through? Just from socials? He got introduced to you by other people? Like how did you acquire that sort of business?
Right. So of course I was doing well with all these local teams, and then Tom Abercrombie was the big one to start with.
Cool.
Israel was already with me.
Yeah.
Blood Diamond back then, and Kai started. But then he was doing some gymnastics work with Mark Holyoke, who was a former NZ rep at gymnastics. And he goes, actually, I think you should see Sunz for your knees and all of that. I think he will fix you up. Because he saw the work I was doing. He introduced me to Sonny, and then I think like Nick Gill and myself we know each other. Yeah. He's the All Black strength and conditioning coach. Caught up with Sonny Will. Yeah. He said like, this is the plan. This is what I'm going to do. I'm like, okay, cool. No problem. Yeah. I'll sweat on my back. I was fanboying, but he didn't know. Yeah. He didn't know. I'll duck on water, brother. I was cruising on the top of my feet, was like, like that. And then he goes, actually, I need you to help my brother, Quade Cooper. Yeah. So he introduced me to Quade Cooper.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm a mad Quade Cooper fan.
Yeah, really.
Mad Quade Cooper fan. This is before even meeting him. So same with him there. I'm like, oh shit, that's Quade. Oh shit. Stop being a little bit. Go up. So I go, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? How are you? Good. Straight face turn around. I'm like,
that's cool. I love that.
So that was cool. And then we trained and we got to know each other. And then I'm very transparent. Yep. I'm very honest. No closed doors with me.
Cool.
I feel in a high performance space, and a high performance is not sport only. High performance is an office, high performance for anything. It's a culture. Right? And that culture is based on your values within your group. So I'm like, my high performance space, there is no doors. There's only a door at the front of the house, the back of the house to enter and to leave. But inside we know what everyone is doing. Because with, transparency, no lies, no Love suspicions, nothing. So I'm like, okay, this is how I always am. So they got to know me. They come over to my house, sit on the floor and eat dinner with my family. So they got Sunnyville and Quade Cooper sitting in my house. My parents are like, oh, my father and them don't even know how to phone. They want to take selfies and take everything going there. So we got to know each other. Went to Sonny's house, had dinner with him and his family. Quaid used to fly me a few times to Australia to hang with him and do some training.
Love it.
And then it just built from there. Some of the ANZ netball girls came through.
Yeah.
And then one of the England Lioness football.
Okay.
Yeah, she used to like play all over, man. Arsenal and for England and stuff. She came through.
Cool.
Before the World Cup, not the last one, but the previous one.
Yep.
But just so many people like from league, Vatu Vise, the Kevin Locks, and all from back in the days. So all the boxers, it's everybody.
That's cool.
It's just, I think it's word of mouth.
It's just word of mouth, right?
But then they also had this Instagram to show people.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you should do that. Oh, see this guy, message that guy.
Yeah.
So because I started in 2013, which I don't think was early, but still early enough.
Yes, that is pretty early, bro.
Pretty early.
Yeah.
And then I was that guy that was pushing it. Yeah. And I had friends tell me, man, you're so annoying.
Yeah.
You post so much. I go, unfollow me.
Yep.
I'm catering for the masses.
Yeah.
And the masses is my business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already know you. I don't care if you unfollow.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, you don't have to follow me.
We get that all the time from our clients. Like, we were just joking about that the other day. Like, all of our clients who you start pushing out their content, right? And it goes viral, right? It gets views. And they're like, oh, my mate said that was shit and they don't like it and stuff. I was like, do your mates buy? Are they your clients?
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, then who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Like, who cares?
I don't care what you think, because if I go to my history, you have not been in my checkout not once. If I go to my website and I go to my product and I go to the background system, brother, I don't see your email. You didn't order no product from me.
Yeah. So go away.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
So the people that, in putting things in their cart, I take care of them.
Yeah.
I do stuff for them. So that's
cool, bro.
That's me, man. Like, and look, the thing is, in 2006, I only figured out how to put an attachment in Hotmail.
Yeah.
Never had a computer in South Africa.
Yeah.
And, couldn't afford it and all of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know technology. So for me to be telling people to use Instagram and use their phones, I was just self-discovery.
Yeah, I love it.
YouTube, watching people, and then they go, oh, you got to post about 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And I tried that. That shit works.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times, like, I do random stuff like 3-4 times a day for 1 week. I go ham.
Yeah.
And then I just see my followers go up, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And you notice the random spam followers, and you get all of that. But then you get organic, true followers. People that are genuinely interested. Nowadays, at first, I'd say 10 years of my life in S&C, I was trying to develop me as a brand.
Yep.
I think I'm solidified in the country.
Yep.
Now I just look at insights.
Yeah, cool.
I look at all the insights. Okay, what's happening? What's trending?
Yeah.
What times are trending? When are people most active on their phones? I watch offices. I'm working in office now. I'm like, they're on their phone then. Okay, I watch this. I message people. Oh, they responded then. Yeah. I'm taking notes. So you can check your phone.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing random research because, my sports science.
That's it.
My research history. I'm like, okay, I'll just start researching. Better. I'm like, okay, you active then. You did this. So I use random stuff and I try it.
Well, tell me, like, so now you sort of got the brand built and whatever. You got the Instagram going. You got all this business. How do you think of social now? Like, is it still just you doing it? Or have you got a team? Have you got some people?
Literally just me.
Yeah.
And I always thought about, okay, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? I've never, even with my business, I'm a coach everybody myself.
Yeah.
I'll sometimes use people in testing and stuff, but this is not for social media stuff, but like for coaching, I can't trust everybody. Got nothing to do with like a media manager or anything, but this is more just, I can't trust everyone that you're going to do the same work that I ask you with that athlete. Because I work with athletes at that level, I need to be able to really trust you to put you with someone.
Yeah.
So it's a tough spot because in that percentage, I'm capping the 1% of the population in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
That's the elite level.
Yeah.
And then a little bigger percentage below, which are the sub-elites.
Yeah.
And then the masses, this is where I figured out now I have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Money.
Why can the 1% not pay you more?
The 1% can, but I the population of sport within New Zealand.
Yeah. But I thought you wanted to be the best in the world.
I'll be the best in the world.
Yeah. But why not the world? What 1% of the world?
1% of the world.
Yeah. What about that guy?
That guy.
You know why I say this?
Yeah.
I meet lots of people who are the best.
Yeah.
Or who are real good at what they do.
Yeah.
And they say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I got the 1%. Okay. And then I get this. And then, they're going to get these masses. Are going to give me like a $99 course or some shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, of that 1%, what about the 1% of that 1%?
Yeah.
Can those guys pay you 100 times more? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, just imagine like being LeBron James,
right,
coach. I mean, that guy could pay you $1 million himself.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
no, 100%.
I mean, he probably does pay his
100%.
his SSC coach $1 million a year. So like, and the only reason I say that is like, yeah, I get it. You can't just do that tomorrow. But fuck, you went to uni for 8 years. You can put in the time.
No, 100%.
But I say that. So my brother is I'm gonna give you his details because he's in Dubai.
Yeah.
And you're going to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
He's a strength and conditioning coach as well. And he's currently at the moment building his own gym over in Dubai. He's been there for about 8 years. But I said the same thing to him. He was like talking about all this other stuff and all these things. And I said, bro, you're in Dubai. Like, just go after the C-suite. Just train those guys.
Yeah.
Put them on a $5,000 a month retainer.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need 20 of them.
Yeah.
And you're making 100,000. That's all he did. And that's what he did.
Yeah.
And that's all he did.
Nah.
And he just went after it. And so like, he was like, fuck, this is way less work.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, he makes like 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit more.
When
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so he's building a gym now, not even because he's not even going to have it for having members. You're only allowed if you train with me or one of my trainers.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So anyway, like that's just a thing to question you on, is to go, like, who is bigger than Adesanya, Sonny Bill?
Yeah.
Those guys, like, because Adesanya and that's massive and they earn good money, but they're not LeBron.
No.
You know, they're not Messi.
No.
They're not these guys on 9-figure contracts. And that's not to say they couldn't be.
No.
I mean, like Adesanya could get there. He's got a brand that could get there. Sonny Bills probably can't now at this point, not in sports. He could in business.
Business, yes.
Not in sports probably anymore. Well, I don't know. He might, he might decide to make a comeback in boxing or something and fucking go off. Who knows?
Who knows? He's a freak of an athlete.
Exactly. He's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like what's stopping you from like, and I'm going to ask you that question, like what's stopping you from going for LeBron? I mean, the equivalent of
LeBron. Look, I never thought about that in that manner that you asking it, but I guess, for me, this is me. I was like, how do I tap into, I was listening to some podcast of one of the trainers in the States in the NBA, and he's like, I just went up and I said, I need you. I'm going to train you. I think you need me as well.
Yeah.
And, that's how it happened. So, no, 100%. It's just about me actually going through it.
Yeah. You've got the tenacity, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
100%.
That's what's got you to this point. And it's the same, like, like, I know the math has already happened in your head because I said it, but I'm going to say it for camera because other people won't be doing what's going inside your head right now, which is I just told this guy that everyone has a ceiling.
Yeah.
And he's just broken my ceiling. And now I can't make an excuse.
No.
But people do, right?
Yeah.
And so everyone does normally. But I can already see in your head going, oh, fuck, he's right.
No, 100%. Me, I'm not afraid to say.
No, you're not afraid. Yeah.
No.
And it's just like, but I see a lot of people who watch this who would have heard me like, don't be stupid, Stan. You can't get LeBron.
Yeah.
But like you said, when you watch this guy, when he went after the person he wanted, you just walk up and ask for it.
100%.
That's why when we went to New York last year, we everyone was like, why New York? Like, why don't you go to Sydney or something? I was like, why Sydney?
Yeah.
Like, Sydney's nothing. Like,
yeah.
Sydney's an amazing city.
Yeah.
But it's not New York.
No.
It's not New York.
Scale.
It's just not the same, right? And so I went to New York and, we've got a pretty decent followership and people were stopping us on the street. Like, those random people met us. We signed 2 pretty big clients. One of them we're not working with anymore. Didn't work out. But the other one is a Fortune 100 company. They have a valuation of $50 billion, which is like 20% of New Zealand's GDP.
Yeah.
Like one company. They got 100,000 staff, right? And it's like, we're flying one of our team back over to New York. We got 2 staff in New York now he's actually currently in New Zealand because I flew him here. But I'm sending back my 2IC to New York to go finish off this onboarding with the client. And I bring that up because that's like, the same ceiling that like brands here have or businesses here are like, oh, I've got all the best businesses in New Zealand. And it's like, you're just a big fish in a little pond. Like, bro, you go try your luck in New York, see if you can make it.
Yeah.
And what I was real stoked about is like, when you go, if you go with the right attitude, you can just walk up to people and ask them.
Yeah.
And that big client that we got, he came to us because we were making content. He's actually a pretty big content creator as well.
Right.
And he was getting tagged in our comments.
Right.
And then he like caught up for us, and then we just had the conversation. The conversation just turned into us going, yeah, we'd love to make content for you. Like, how do we make this work? And he's like, I got 30 grand. Yeah. What can you do with that to start with? I was like, this. He's like, okay, here's the money. Yeah. You know, so like for you, it's like, go to LA. Yeah. Yeah. Go to UK. Yeah. I've got Saudi Arabia. Well, yeah, fuck Saudi Arabia.
Oh my word. That's it, bro. Funny that we were having a convo the other day. I was like, man, pay me $1 million. I'll fill that water bottle better than the water boy. The movie got nothing on me.
Bro, hard, man, right?
That's wild. So one thing though, I said I've got a couple of goals that I need to tick off.
Cool, perfect. Tell me. Yeah, let's go.
So I got the Paris Olympics in July.
Amazing.
So I'm going to that.
Cool.
Who? The men's football team.
Amazing.
We've qualified, so I need to tick that off.
Love it. That's cool.
Then my next goal is the 2026 FIFA Men's World Cup, which is in the States, Mexico, and Canada. Yeah. So I want to qualify for that with the men's football team.
Whites. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my next 3-year plan.
Yeah, cool.
So I feel that is going to solidify a lot of my work.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've got it mapped out in my room.
That's still cool, bro. Yeah. Olympics is cool. World Cup's the biggest tournament in the world.
And I feel from that, it carries a lot of weight. Because Olympics is pinnacle. FIFA World Cup's pinnacle. And I know football's the biggest sport globally.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win the next FIFA World Cup?
It's almost fighting words.
Oh, my life. So we went with Argentina, the last one.
When was that? 2 years ago? Last year?
2022 was
Yeah, because it was when
Argentina. I wanted France to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm going to still back France for the next one. Because a lot of African connection with France, most of the French team.
The French team, right?
The French team is pretty much half of Africa. So I just like the French team again. Just they flair, and so hoping they can get one.
Yeah,
get one.
Yeah, that's cool.
I also had this when I was thinking about when you're talking about the rugby. Where were you were you watching the Rugby World Cup final last year?
Yeah.
What was that like being from South Africa but now being like?
Oh, I support the Springboks.
Yeah, of course he does.
Yeah.
What do you think about the game?
Great game.
Yeah, bro.
Great game.
South Africans are some of the worst winners, bro. They're almost as bad as Aussies. Bro, I was in New York watching that game. I was in a pub in New York, and I was surrounded by South Africans.
Yeah.
And the whole game we were like giving each other banter, but it was fun, because I love watching rugby with South Africans. Not with Aussies. Aussies suck to watch rugby with. But I was watching South Africans, and it was good fun. Like, we were buying drinks and stuff, sort of thing. And then when they won, they were just like, they're South Africans, but they just became assholes. Like they were just like, fuck Shane, we fucking smashed you.
Oh man,
but it was so good.
Yeah, I've got so many All Black friends that are like that. Yeah. So nowadays I just respond with photos of them lifting the trophy. I just send that. I don't say nothing. I just send them that, and
it's so
watching
funny.
that game, I'm like, always take your points. Always take your 3 points. Yeah. Don't not take your 3 points. But hey.
And look, it was that was a real tough game as Kiwis to watch, but it was cool. Yeah. I still have I'm a real big fan of Khaleesi. I fucking love him. He's the fucking man.
Oh, what a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy who came from nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. His story's so good. Yeah, back to back.
Yeah, no lunch, no food.
Nothing.
He said the best thing of his day was when they had bread and butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the man.
Yeah. Oh man, it's the life over there. That's why, with Khaleesi, and then I wasn't as bad, but with us, man, we used to take fruits off the trees, just random trees, and go sit by the traffic lights and sell them. Go and fish the whole week we're eating fish every day because there's no food in the house.
Food,
So from a young age, hustling. So I just apply that into my daily life. I'm a hustler.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I got heaps of friends in South Africans, and that was the same story. Like I always have the most fun with them because, like, I think when they've come here to New Zealand or I've met them in the UK or whatever, the psyche that they always tell me is that, like, as bad as anything gets here, Stan, it's not South Africa. Like, it's not the world we grew up in.
Yeah.
So fuck off. Like they're always so chill.
Even when you were in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
At least you had a car to sleep in.
Well, that's for me. Yeah. Even when I was broke. And like, because I've come from a pretty similar world. Like I grew up in Manadeo out south.
Yeah.
We were dirt poor too.
You'll know exactly.
It was the same. Like it was a different sort of poverty because, you know, South Africa's social system's different to New Zealand's social system. So like our bottom's not as low as South Africa's bottom. Yeah. But like it's all relative, right? To the society
everything's relative. And look, I always say though, like someone's worse off.
Yeah.
So this is just me, how I live. Like if I think I'm having a bad day, well, you're having a bad day on your bed under a roof.
Yeah.
How's your bad day going?
100%,
you know what I mean? So I always check myself like that.
Because I was the same. Because like what kind of reference there is like when I was in the Gold Coast, like we lost our apartment because we didn't realize that we'd taken a 6-month lease in this apartment, but it finished right before the Indy cars used to be in Gold Coast. And so it was right on the track. And so they weren't going to let us extend. And we didn't know. And anyway, I ended up in a car. Oh, and it was 2008. So like my cousin and my brother who lived with me lost their jobs. And so I was the only one who had a job. So we lived in a car for like 6 weeks until we could find in the summer of Gold Coast. Yeah. It was fucked. And so I have this little like capsule that I put up my last $100 in. And I was just like, I still got it. Like, and I put it in there. I was like, if I ever have to spend this, I'm fucked. Like this is the rock bottom. Yeah. Yeah. My last $100. I was like, and so now I'm the same now. Like if anybody have a bad day, I'm like,
yeah, 100%. It's like
a roof over
you know that $5 I was talking about there. I still got my $5 on my last day. It got signed. Hope you add many zeros to this. Yeah, I still have that $5.
Cool, bro.
I still have it. It's in my room every day. Myself, I'm like, I remember you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I still have it.
To remember it because you forget.
Yeah,
you forget. Like this becomes the new normal,
right?
And then you're like, and then you have a bad day. You're like, fuck. It's like, nah. Life's fucking good.
Yeah, exactly.
Get some Uber Eats. Yeah.
You'll find a way.
You'll find a way.
If you want to. Yeah. If you don't feel sorry for yourself, then nothing.
So tell me a little bit about, like, we haven't talked a lot about social media, but like, but you have talked about posting a lot and all this sort of stuff. How has that impacted for you? Like, what has it done? Like, why do you keep pushing it?
I want people to know what I do, especially in the sport performance scene. So I just push it, but then that's my business. Yeah. And I'm marketing my business. Yeah. I'm marketing my brand. Yeah. So if I keep a certain way, I gotta keep up with it. You know what I mean? Like I can't train someone or train people for like 3 months and then go take 5 years off and come back and train. I gotta train people constantly if I want to get better. Yeah. So I'm still learning. Cool. I think everybody learns. Yeah. With social media and what to do and what may work for someone may not work for you. But it's like trying to find out like who's your audience. Yeah. You know, your demographic, like who's really interested in what you do. Cool. So I just keep posting and slowly catching small trends and I'm like, okay. So they like that. They don't really like that. And I'm trying to stay relevant with what's happening, but still keeping my flair as a coach of what I do. This is my style.
Love it.
Yeah.
Is it just Instagram now or are you doing more other
Well, the thing
platforms?
is, I'm pretty useless on TikTok. I forget I have TikTok.
Yeah.
So I'm so heavy on Instagram that I forget I have TikTok. I forget I got Twitter. Yeah. You know? And then I'm like, I've got Facebook. I remember. And then I forget sometimes I have a page, my Facebook page coaching. I need to link everything. And I'm like, I should do that. And when I post there, I need to post everywhere on YouTube as well. Yeah. I need to I got a YouTube channel and I forgot I had one, right? I remember I posted some random video 4 years ago. It was a Sonny and Quaid I don't know, off my phone. It's got like 21,000 views or something. Didn't know I had this, but I did create it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find a YouTuber like, oh, all my research, I need to get a YouTube channel, right? Oh, I do have a channel. What's on my channel? Oh, I've got 21,000 views on this video.
That's hilarious.
What? How?
Yeah.
And then, yes, so I need to do more what I want to do and stuff with YouTube. I've got an idea with it.
Yeah.
I need to now actually do it. So I've just recently
Yeah.
moved into a new role.
Okay.
So I'm full-time at New Zealand Football.
Okay.
So that means it's a bit different now, my lifestyle.
Okay.
So I'm not like this sole contractor that can go, I'll contract Kai, I'll contract so, right?
Got it. Okay.
So I've switched roles.
Got it.
So I'm now full-time there, but I still have flexibility in the afternoons, the weekend. So I feel that gives me time to do what I want to do with my plan of where I want to go with my brand.
Yeah.
So it's now trying to set that up and use YouTube for its powers as well as Instagram and I want to try and tie everything together.
Yeah.
So it's more for like an ecosystem.
Yeah.
So everything is just rolling in that manner. I'll figure that out.
Bro, there's some simple tools too. Like we use a tool called Repurpose. It's just like it's just online.
Yeah.
It's real easy to use. But what it does, you just post on Instagram.
Yeah.
And it goes in, grabs your Instagram video and puts it everywhere else instantly for you.
See, I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
No clue.
Yeah, and that's it, right? Like, there's so many little things like that people just don't realize you can do. Bro, I'll just show it to you after this.
Yeah.
It's real simple.
You know what I'm doing? I'm like, take from the camera roll where I went and edited, and I'm putting it in Instagram. Then I'm taking it, same one, I'm uploading it.
But then you forget sometimes.
Yeah. So, if you do that, you're not alone.
No.
I'm still doing that.
And lots of people do. And it's like, what I say to people is like, I always talk about content systems. Like, how do you create the system right?
Yeah.
So you can do less but make more.
Right.
Because if you just try, not many people could just brute force it.
Yes.
It's too hard.
Yeah.
It's like why people need a strength and conditioning coach. It's hard to just go and do the training you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right? Like these top athletes, like, nah, I need someone to tell me.
Right.
I need a system that helps me do the thing I need to do.
Yes.
It's the same with making content. Like you need a system to help you do it. And like Repurpose is one part of a system I use.
Yes.
This podcast is one because like I can just sit here and talk for an hour.
Yeah.
Like someone books in the guests, Connor comes in, films and records it all. His team then chops it all up and makes me, this will make me 8 bits of content that will go across 5 different platforms.
You know, fun thing we're talking about now, like, talking about shooting and chasing people, and through my Instagram and through the posts and stuff, I recently hooked up with one of the South African who's a sub-10 sprinter, is a Commonwealth, like silver medalist, ran world champs with Usain Bolt and stuff.
Wow.
And I've given him some work and like sort of consult with him.
Yeah.
And that's just through Instagram.
Cool. Love
and
that.
He's the man. King Brucey's good guy. Fast weapon. Trying to qualify for the Olympics in the 100-meter. So yeah, again, it was just through constant posting, and then a couple of the other Springboks boys like on my page, and they're like, "Oh, who's this?" And then the other South African athletes start seeing it, and then like, so in that sense, I guess trying to keep on tying with those top guys, or those guys that are leaders within the sporting world.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, how can I help you?
Yeah.
So
cool.
again, through my way of coaching, I get that.
Yep.
And then I do a lot of work. Just, I guess for someone starting, I get this question so often. Like young SNCs will message me. Yeah. What do I do? How do I work my actual coaching and then social media? And I'm no social media guru. Don't even know sometimes how to get a file off damn internet properly. I have to ask my friends. But there's so many like guys and girls out there that are starting off that want to and know they need social media, right? So I'm just like, yo, you're gonna have to do sometimes some dog work. Yeah. You have to do dog work. Yeah. And I did hit up like NZ athletes, of course. Yeah. And it worked. Yeah. And then I just kept pushing my videos out. But at the same time, like with the elite athletes, I had to be a little bit cautious because I can't push out too much. And then a lot of them sometimes are controlled by club. So I can't, they're not allowed. Yeah. Some of them are carded, so they're not allowed.
Yeah.
So everything sometimes for me is a bit different. It has to be hidden.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, it's like this little eggshells that you have to walk on.
Yep.
But if I'm training, just say I train local level,
Yeah.
right? Just not elite, but local level. I'd be hitting it. I hit everyone. When I started, I hit everyone up.
Yeah.
I went for it. So
just messaging them.
Right.
Yeah,
messaging them. I said, can we catch up for a coffee?
Yeah. Smart.
I said, for one team, Forest Hill on the North Shore, I said, give me your team. Let me show you what I can do. And they were like, oh. And these are ex-professionals, ex-all-whites as well. We're coaching.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. So I went, took the team, boom. Waikato National League, I go, let's catch up for a coffee. Okay, don't pay me.
Yeah.
Let me show you what I can do to your team.
Yeah.
After that, all my jobs started coming.
Yeah, so smart.
You have to do that.
You have to. Yeah.
You know, time is money, and if that's my money, then I'm doing it. So that's how it happens. Then I got my content. Boom. Done.
I love that. I say that all the time. Even like when I first started, just hit everyone up, ask them for coffee. So that's all I did. And even when it came to like, you needed work, but I wasn't getting paid for it. So I just like help people with shit.
Yeah.
But can I put this up, post about this shit?
Yeah.
And I can put it out there, right? And then people are like, oh, you're doing stuff with that. Yeah, like I'm working with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not paying me anything.
No.
But yeah, I'm working with them.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
they're my client.
No, 100%. And oh man, like I say, I'm no guru in this scene.
Nah.
My jam is strength and conditioning, sport performance.
Yeah.
But I understand where I want to go with it. But of course, my roles are a bit different now with my job situation.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I can still do it. What I wanted to do, I just got to find now anyway. Like a GPS, when there's roadworks, it'll take you somewhere else. So now my GPS is rerouting, same destination, just different path.
Different path.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
I think we're getting up to about an hour now. So what I wanted to finish on actually is I want to know, like, did you take care of your family? Like, where are they now? Like, what?
My
tell me the end
mother
of the story.
my mother and father live up north. We got like a 5-acre block up in the Kaipara.
Oh.
So they're there.
That's
they still,
not bad.
They still work.
That's great.
They still work because they're the type that I feel if they stop working, they'll die.
Yeah.
You know those old folks?
Yeah. I keep telling my mum, don't quit.
Yeah.
You'll die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they have to keep busy. And I can, if they stop working, I can take care of them.
Yeah. Love it.
Because, I went from to being able, my pockets are okay now to take care of them. Yeah.
And tell me like about that. Like you said you got sisters as well?
Yes.
Is
3.
everyone,
All of them are not here.
Yeah.
One, the middle of the 3, she's still in South Africa with her family. They got businesses there.
Okay, cool.
And stuff. They're doing very well. So
cool. Nice.
They're not going to want to up and come here.
So I guess like that whole... That drive that you had at the beginning, that like I'm the youngest, I got to take care of my family. Like it paid off. You like, I mean, your family's obviously done all right for themselves as well.
Yes.
But like it's a happy ending, right?
100%. For me, sometimes when I sit, I'm like, whoa, I did it. Like it seemed impossible.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It's actually coming, and I know it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Because I sit and I write everything out.
Yeah.
I've got so many plans on my walls in my office.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I need to do with my work. This is what I need to do with my business. This is how I'm going to do my social media.
Yeah.
Well, I need to try it and see if it works.
Yeah.
Again, no clue what I'm doing. I'm just using my sports science research methods.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what if I apply this?
Yeah.
I'll get some answers.
Cool.
And I'll figure it out.
Just test and learn, eh?
Yeah. I'll guess and learn, and then I'll figure it out. And
so what? Tell me now then. So you're in a good spot. Family's in a good spot. You sort of like, I mean, at the end of the day, you've essentially achieved what you and your family set out to achieve. That's good. And you've got these all whites stuff that you want to do with the World Cup. What do you think is the ceiling? Like, what do you think is the pinnacle? Like, or just what is like a big, hairy goal that you're like, fuck, I can't wait to do that.
Ooh.
What's on that list on your wall? Like, what's the big thing?
Ooh, big thing for me, like I want to, in terms of, there's of course job-wise.
Yeah.
I'd love to be at one of the big English Premier League.
Yeah, okay.
That's
what I thought maybe.
Man U, my jam, Man U. we're hanging in there.
Yeah.
Man, you or NBA, NFL.
Cool.
And I love NFL in terms of like athletic ability.
Yeah.
If I'm leave the game, the training of those guys.
Yeah.
NFL is massive. Somewhere in the university system, the NCAA.
Cool.
I want to be the head somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's impossible.
Nah, I don't think so,
Nah.
bro. Not at all.
What about chasing Mbappe?
That we'll have to figure out how that works because I got to navigate his clubs.
Yeah.
Where do you think he's going?
Isn't he Real Madrid?
Nothing's been confirmed.
Oh, nothing confirmed. Is the young man gonna go for playing football or set? Not that his life is not set up, but like get
Money.
silly money.
Silly money.
You see that he actually, because he's announced he was leaving PSG, he just had a dinner with the French president and the president of PSG
Yeah,
at the French, whatever,
Yeah.
palace or some shit.
yeah.
Must be trying to convince him to stay.
Stay.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now chasing those big teams and big organizations is not too hard because I've already got friends, American friends in there.
Oh, you have to.
And we on the same page with SNC.
Yeah.
We've met in 2014. He was the head SNC for the Denver Broncos.
Oh, cool.
And he's a legend in the game, Lauren
Love
Lando.
that. Yeah.
And he's now head of football at Notre Dame University.
Yeah.
Still in contact. We always I have other sprint coaches there.
Yeah.
So we all on the same page. So I know my level is up to
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time
Yeah.
that's right for me
Yeah.
and what I want to do with my goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have your own family now?
I've got a partner
Yeah.
in Sydney.
Okay. Yeah.
She's an Australian girl.
Good.
So
Yeah.
she lives in
Yeah.
Sydney. She knows my life.
Yeah,
Busy.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
always
yeah.
traveling.
It's one of those things. I've got a real good mate as a PT, and
Yeah.
he used to tell every girl he'd meet, he's like, "So I'm a PT, and then trainer. You train
Yeah.
big guys too." And he's like, "So that means like you're not going to see me very often."
Yeah.
Like I'm always training someone at all times.
Yeah.
If you want to come hang out with me, most lunchtimes I'm free.
Yeah.
Like that was his thing.
No,
and he was just like,
100%.
that was just
like
his life.
you have to find someone that understands the job.
Yeah.
Like it's not a clock in, clock out
Nah,
job. Like even though I'll go to the office,
yeah.
but then I got players that'll message me at 10 p.m. Okay, I need help with this. Okay, I'll write up something for you.
Yeah.
Oh, can we have a video call at like 5 a.m. in the morning? It's my,
Yeah.
okay, cool, I'll do that. So
Love it.
wood sport, there's no real 9 to 5.
Nah, of course not.
You know?
That's not how it works.
No,
Humans
not at
don't
all. And
run
especially
9 to
when
5.
you've got athletes around the world,
Yeah.
you're working the clock.
Especially if you're going to get into a sport that's on different time zones,
Yes.
you know, like, yeah.
Yes.
Bro, that was awesome.
Nah.
I'm so glad that Shai got you on here because, like, that was so different to a lot of our other ones that we've done, which is cool. It's a bit of a different angle. But thank you, bro. I love your story. It's so good.
No, it's good. I think people that watch this, especially if trainers watch this, I mean, it can be anyone really.
Yeah.
You think, oh, wait, so he just did trial and errors. Do it, man.
Just do it.
And it works. Like
Just
I tell
do
you,
it.
I got so much business off Instagram.
Yeah.
That's why I love Instagram so much.
Yeah.
I got so much business from it.
You know what I love about it is that for you, because you just do it so in the fitness industry,
Yeah.
everyone's too worried about what they look like because
Yeah.
it's all these pretty people, right?
Yeah.
And they're too worried about what they look like.
Yeah.
And I had to tell my brother that too. I was like, bro, like, why do you give a fuck? Like, just do shit.
Yeah.
Just in like he hasn't really cracked it. He's been trying.
Yeah.
But I'm like, bro, just do stuff. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know? And he's ripped. I was like, take your shirt off more.
Yeah.
Like get your shit.
100%. Like, do what works. You
Yeah,
see,
do what works.
you know, like nowadays you see when a video, especially if you see a female trainer and they post twisting like that in the glute pose and stuff, and they've got like 400,000. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, well, this works, and that's fine. They know it works, so why not?
Why not do it?
Exactly.
all for
Hey,
it.
no shame. You get yours.
Yeah.
You get your
100%.
bread.
I'm all in
You
it.
know what
I'm
I mean?
all in it.
Like, do you?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be worried about everybody else,
Yeah.
you'll forever be in that mindset.
100%.
So just do you, as long as you're not harming nobody.
Yeah. Exactly.
Get your bread.
Love that, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, bro.
Nah, thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
Awesome.